I think Thomas is a really cool guy. He's like really sweet, really awesome. He seems like this really friendly dude. And he's like looks so damn young. I thought he was like our age. I thought he was like 20, like 21, maybe a little bit older. Maybe he's a graduate student. Like he's this really youthful dude. I just think he's the best. I wish I was in a group with him, honestly, because he's just such a cool dude. So he showed a video.
I haven't done anything wrong.
I told you what I wanted initially. So we could settle all this. You started to.
No, I haven't done anything wrong. Please, no, don't do this. Please,
put your hands behind the program.
I haven't done anything wrong. Can somebody help me? That's my kids right there. My kids are right there.
Yeah, put your hands behind your back. Put your hands behind your back.
This guy, he was confronted by mall cops about like, I don't know why they were trying to stop him, but basically he just wanted to go to his daughter. And the cops, I think, ended up like beating him to the ground. I think they tased him. And after that, the documentary professor was asking Thomas questions about it. What would Thomas do in that situation? Thomas was like, I'd hit them back. And first, and that shocked me a little bit. And then he said, like, what would you know the consequences of that? He's like, yes. And then he said something about he would be a martyr, because instead of looking weak in front of his daughter, he'd be a martyr. That is nuts.
I am taking a picture right now.
Ow! You're going to be your best friend.
That's right. That's my best friend.
Why did you do that to me? Why did you tase me? I yelled so many times, I'm not resisting. Why did you tase me? And he's like, you shouldn't have been resisting. And I'm like, I yelled. How many times? I don't know how much more clear I could have made it for you guys that I was not resisting you. And so they weren't hearing any of it. They threw me and Pike in the back of cop cars, and then they threw us in the jail cell. I was in there with, you know, drunk drivers, some really like tough people, like people that should have been in jail. And here is me and Pike, two kids who were just having, 3 or 4 beers outside of talking about, fantasy football, when, this whole thing escalated to something it shouldn't have escalated to. And then finally you get out, and then and I've had to deal with it ever since. So I think if you would have asked me before this, I probably would have agreed with him. But afterwards, I would do everything the cops ask of me. I wouldn't fight them. I wouldn't argue with them. I would be completely, I would do everything that they said. Because after what happened to me, yelling against their police brutality and then getting tased and having, these charges put against me that, shouldn't have been, I don't want any of that ruining any chance of my future.
I would say that, your pride isn't worth your life. It isn't worth going to jail. It isn't worth all that. At the end of the day, I'm pretty sure your daughter wants you around more than anything else. I think you being in jail wouldn't help her. And, and who am I to tell him that? But that's what I would personally tell him, is it's not worth it. It's not worth, ruining your entire life.